Are you struggling with nicotine cravings at the office? Here's a quick solution for you on how to stop those cravings in their tracks. But first, why is it that sometimes you can work all morning or even all day without longing for a puff? Have you thought about that? But the moment you are on your way home, you can't wait to smoke, and that sets a trend for the whole afternoon and evening. The reason is, drumroll please, that nagging craving is not only a physical addiction, but also a mental addiction. Your mind knows there's no two ways about it. You can't smoke at the office, but the moment you are on your way home, suddenly that craving grabs a hold of you and it just doesn't want to let go. So, if it is just as much of a mental thing as it is physical, then you can find a solution to it, can't you? The answer is yes. Your mind tells you that you don't have control over the situation in the office. Therefore, it doesn't nag you for a smoke. But as soon as you have full control of what you can do, it pops up as if you can't live without it and you start chain smoking like crazy. So there's a technique I made a video about a while ago. I'll link it up here or in the description. It is called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. Now, I warn you, it might look a bit woo-woo to you at first, but I explain everything in that video, and there are people that has done a lot of research on this topic. To keep this video short, I'll only run through the process to you to show you how to do this, but I urge you to watch that video again and follow it to the letter. Long ago, I only used this method to quit smoking, so I'm a firm believer. It wasn't easy, I can tell you that, as I didn't have all the tools I'm sharing with you guys. So let's not waste time and get to the method. When you start using this, it is best to practice it a few times where you are alone. Practice this at home, or if you have some privacy at work in your office. It only takes about 30 seconds, and you might have to repeat it a few times as it brings down that cravings from a 10 to a 0. EFT, or tapping as it is known, is based on an ancient Chinese practice, acupressure, as well as some modern psychology. I've taken a clip from that video. I'll demonstrate the newer technique called the Faster EFT recipe by Robert Smith from fastereft.com. Best practice is to do this in a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, even though it takes only 30 seconds to do. Let me run through the whole process first to show you where the tapping points are and what we will do before we go through the whole sequence together. So, here's what we will do. You take a few deep breaths. Now notice how you know and feel the problem. It can be feelings, images, sounds. Just be aware of what you feel. It is also a good habit to ask yourself how strong is the craving on a scale of 1 to 10. You can use this in any other situation, but this is what we will focus on for now. The tapping points we will use are between your brows, beside your eye, under your eye, and just below your collarbone. We will tap these points with 2 fingers. Some feel more comfortable using more fingers. It is up to you. While you are tapping, say, let it go. You can also add, it is safe to let it go. It doesn't matter which side you tap on, left or right. There is no right or wrong side. Do what you feel comfortable with. You can even do both sides at the same time. The next step is to grab your wrist like this. Then take a deep breath and exhale and say peace. And think of a peaceful memory for a moment. Now we have to check our progress. Think of the problem and notice what, if any, has changed. Where is it on a scale of 1 to 10 now? Is that memory or sound different? Just take a moment to take note of these things. Go full circle and repeat the process steps, starting with tapping. Keep repeating this until the feeling basically has flipped. The negative feeling, the craving, has been replaced by a positive feeling or a memory. Easy, isn't it? As I've said, watch the full video, the link above here and in the comments to learn it. I promise you it works if you follow the instructions. At first it will take you a while, but as soon as you get the hang of it, you can do this in 30 seconds or less. There are also more advanced methods to shorten that time, but best you practice as much as possible. Don't hesitate to let me know in the comments section when you tried this. Remember to check yourself before and after doing the tapping routine. Ask yourself, how strong is this craving out of 10? And then tap and ask yourself again. Repeat the process until you hit 0 and your cravings are gone. Do this as often as you want during the day or evening while you still have cravings. And that's it. Just follow the instructions and practice, practice, practice. Remember to watch the full method in the links below. Until next time.